wondered what it costs to live in Welland, Ontario, including inflation? Let's find out. Hi, my name is Vanessa Wilson. I believe that real estate doesn't always have to be in black and white. So Welland, located in southern Ontario, Canada, is a vibrant city with a population of about 55,000 people, known for its beautiful canal, its hub of activity, and rich history. But what does it cost to live there? Once you factor in inflation, it becomes even more confusing. That's why in this video, titled "What is the actual cost of living in Welland, inflation adjusted?" we will learn just that. Stay tuned to the end as a bonus tip is waiting for you. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Firstly, why is knowing the cost of living important? The cost of living is a major factor in how people handle their finances, negotiate salaries, make business choices, compare quality of life, and figure out inflation. It helps people and families make budgets and determine how much money they need to maintain a certain standard of living. It's something that both employers and job seekers think about when setting salaries and judging job prospects. This metric is used by businesses to make strategic choices about where to locate and how much to pay workers and how to set prices. Governments use it to help them make policy. Overall, living costs give people, businesses, and policymakers useful information that helps them make choices about their finances, investments, and social and economic policies. Moving on. How has inflation affected the cost of living? The cost of living in Welland, Ontario is greatly affected by inflation, which shows up as higher prices for goods and services. Residents are having a hard time because food, transportation, and housing costs are going up faster than their wages, which lowers their purchasing power. This difference makes it hard for families to stick to their budgets, especially those with lower incomes, whose savings and investments may lose value over time. Rising housing costs also make people more worried about their ability to afford housing or rent. A big part of the population says they are worried about this. The widespread effects of inflation show how important it is to be careful and plan your finances carefully during economic changes. Now, let's discuss the cost of living in Welland. The cost of living in Welland, Ontario is affected by many things, such as inflation. The cost of living in Welland is $1,734, which puts it in the top 27% of the most expensive towns in the world. Even so, the average pay after taxes is $2,389, is enough to cover living expenses for about 1.4 months. This estimate is based on certain prices, like $1,061 for rent and utilities for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center, $565 for food, and $61.31 for transportation. The cost of living in Welland is much cheaper than the provincial and national averages. For example, housing costs are 59% less than the national average, which makes them stand out. However, these numbers could change because of inflation and other economic issues. This shows how important it is to keep up with the latest local data to get accurate information. Last but not least, what will be the inflation-adjusted cost of living next year? As we already know, it costs $1,734 to live in Welland, Canada per month. With a yearly inflation rate of 2.8%, the cost is expected to be around $1,782.55 per month. next year after considering inflation. If you seek personalized financial advice, it's best to talk to a financial advisor to ensure that the changes you make are right for your situation and how you spend your money. While it is true that the inflation rate is 2.8%, it's best to consider other factors when deciding about your financial future. For example, your salary may increase or you may receive a tax refund. A financial advisor can help you weigh all these factors to get a more accurate idea of how much money you should set aside for your future. Bonus tip, as promised, the bonus tip is to have a budget. Keeping track of your spending and making a budget is very important for your financial health. It gives a clear picture of how much people spend and shows them where they can save money. Every little thing counts when it comes to managing the cost of living, whether looking at your regular bills or buying things you don't have to. A budget helps you make choices that will help you reach your financial goals. People can develop good buying habits and use resources by becoming more aware and disciplined. Finally, following this habit gives people the power to handle their money properly, which leads to long-lasting security and wealth, shapes, and patterns. Once again, my name is Vanessa Wilson, and I'm a realtor from Niagara Region, Ontario, Canada. And if I can service you in any way, my contact information is in the description box below. If you want to keep receiving real estate market updates, make sure to subscribe and follow me here and all my other socials. If you like this video and would like to see more videos, click on the boxes on the screen. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. And remember, real estate doesn't always have to be in black and white.